So right now we're going to talk about training on the cactus and succulent table. When you work the table, you're actually going to put all your 2.5s on one side, and then all your 9 centimeters on the other, like we have them displayed here. The end cap is going to be your RTU displays, which means ready to use product, meaning they can buy this plant and they don't have to replant it, they can just set it right on their front porch. So on the end cap, make sure all the pots are to the edge of the end cap, all the labels are facing. Working on the 2.5 centimeter succulents, you're going to go through and pick out the trash. So that's going to be anything overgrown, past its prime, dull in color, rotten, anything with just a couple of leaves. You'll go through each tray and pick out, like this one doesn't have many leaves, so you trash that. Just go ahead and put it in a flat. That way it's easier to count. Then when you're done pulling the scrap, you would just take a flat and refill all your holes throughout the table. Once all your holes are refilled, your table should be nice and full. With these cactus and succulents, there are 2 different kinds. There's this mimicry kind, which actually comes in a different pot. It'll actually say mimicry on it, and these just say the 2.5 succulents. So make sure you keep these separate. So here you would just refill these holes. Be careful with these because they are pokey. Take your time working the cactus table. You don't have to rush through it. Once you get all your holes refilled, you'll move to the next thing. Our next thing is the dish gardens. With dish gardens, like this one's an example. This one's been overwatered. Sometimes they're just past their prime, overwatered, rotten. They don't have many leaves. That's when you'll just throw the whole dish garden away. So you just go ahead and put it in your scrap cart that you take with you everywhere, and keep going through each and every dish garden, organizing your table, spacing them out correctly, making sure your table is nice and neat. Baskets, always make sure you take them down and look inside of them. This one has a few dead spots. You can pick them out. If it's super dead, I would go ahead and scrap it. Make sure you hang the hanging baskets evenly on the Y frame, and always bring them down to look at them, because since they're hanging above your head, you can't really see what's in them. So make sure you do that and pull all the leaves that are in them, and hang them back up. The 9 centimeter side, you're going to work it just like you did your 2.5s. Pull all your scrap. We would pull this one. It's starting to get like sunburnt and rot a little bit. So just go ahead and pull that. Go through all your spots and pull the scrap. And then pull from this back corner and refill them. And then just continue down your table filling holes. Pull them to the front. These tags normally come in the front of the thing, but we turn them sideways, so make sure you put the tag on the outside, just like these are. With your quarts, there's actually 2 different size quarts. There's a Smart Planet quart and just a normal quart. Make sure when you merchandise those, you merchandise those separately, just like we do here. Make sure your labels are faced. Refill your holes. If anything's like overgrown, this is a big plant, but it's very overgrown compared to everything else, so we'll go ahead and scrap it. And then you have your 5-inch succulents. Do the same thing. Scrap, refill your holes, space them out correctly, evenly. This one's overgrown and it's lost most of its leaves down at the base, so we'll go ahead and scrap this one. So with your dish gardens, always make sure they're to the edge of the table. Their labels are going to be facing out. Make sure they're spaced out evenly, not smushed together on the table. And then when you get to these drop-in blooms, they have this hang tag. Always make sure the hang tag's facing out. Make sure there's no overgrown succulents. For example, this drop-in bloom has a empty space right here, so we would go ahead and scrap that because a customer won't buy that. Then when you get to your Smart Planet, the Smart Planet label faces out instead of the sticker. Fix all those up. Make sure they're grouped together by the variety, and make sure there's no holes and no rotten succulents throughout those.